What is up, guys? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. So today I have two very cool tripods for you. They are both LED. One is from American Audio and one is from Rockville. I'm going to kind of concentrate on the Rockville a little bit more just because I just purchased it brand new and it came with all the accessories and bags and all kinds of things. So I wanted to kind of concentrate on a little bit more, but I wanted to be able to compare it to the American Audio one that I have over here as well, just because I didn't see a lot of videos on either of them. So then you can compare them. That way I can bring you a little bit more information and you guys can decide which one you want to pick up if you guys want to pick one up. So very cool video, guys, for you today. Comparison between American Audio and Rockville. We'll see quality, content, what do they all come with, and that type of stuff. So very cool. Now I just want to point out that the American DJ or American Audio I did get on a warehouse deal from Amazon, so it was missing parts, which it wasn't supposed to. It was just supposed to be repacked in a different box, but it ended up missing some parts. I am going to hold on to it just because I was able to get it working the way it's supposed to, so I'm all good there. But I didn't get any of the instructions or anything like that, so I had to look up a lot of the information to bring to you guys today. So I just wanted to point that out there. But it doesn't come as much stuff as the Rockville, and it is priced a little bit more, so we're going to get into that as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys get a lot of information from it. Just trying to help, guys, just trying to put up some reviews. So if you'd like review type videos, DJ equipment, electronics, headphones, all kinds of things, even some oddballs every once in a while, please tune into my station, guys. Just trying to build my station. You guys have been awesome. The subscribers that I have right now, you guys are awesome. Positive feedback, good comments, questions, all that type of thing. So thank you guys so much. Let's keep building, and please, if you do pick up any of these items, if you guys use my link, that will support my channel, so I'll be able to continue to buy these items to review for you guys. Okay, so thank you guys so much, and let's get into the video, guys. So I do have one from Rockville and one from American Audio. We're going to get into the Rockville first, just because, like I said, I bought that brand new, so I have all the accessories, instructions, and everything that it came with. So I can kind of do an unboxing real quick, tell you what's in the box real quick. Let's do that right now. So of course you will get some instructions right here. Pretty simple. I mean, not a lot of instructions that you'll need, but they are in here. You will get a power adapter, which I do like. Very sturdy, well-made power adapter, and it's also 5 foot long. So even the power adapter itself is 5 foot long, which I do like a lot. So very cool there. 5 foot long. It does come with a sound active box, so this is very cool. Something the American DJ or American Audio does not come with is this box. So it does have a sensitivity knob for you to be able to adjust the sensitivity on how you want the music to affect your lights. How well it works, we'll get into that a little bit later, but it is nice that it even comes with the sound active box, guys. The plug-in, and then you plug in your two front lights right into the front of this. Very cool, kind of neat little setup. All right. So it did come in that box that you see right behind there, very well packed. And then when you open it, you just pull the case right out of it, and the lights and everything are in this case. Now, this case is not the best made thing, but it is very nice that it does even come with a case at the price point of $114 is what's going to put you back. But really, I think $114 for two lighted tripods, the bag, the sound active, 20-foot cords, I think it's a pretty good value in my opinion. Now, when we're talking about the American Audio version, they're going for $70 a piece, so that's $140. That's a whole, $30 more, close to $30 more. And you don't get a bag and a few other things that we're going to get into. So we're talking a pretty good value with the Rockville set that I have here. So let's get into the bag here, guys, real quick. Very cool little bag. Not the best well made in my opinion. It might not stand up to the test of time, but it is nice that it comes with a bag. The material is okay. Definitely would kind of keep some water out. I will be waterproofing this with a little bit of spray just to help it out a little bit. But it does have The stands go right into these holes right here, pre-made. You just stick the stands in there, kind of protect. There is about, you know, just a little bit of padding in here, so that is nice. The zipper is okay. Like I said, if anything on the bag went, it would probably be the zipper in my opinion first. It doesn't feel like it's the best, but it is nice. Like I said, I'd give them a good a B on this bag, and you know, for even having it involved with everything, because you are getting a lot of stuff for $114 in my opinion. So the bag is there. It doesn't have a lot of padding, but it's nice that the bag is there. Oh, and it does have, just want to show you the little logo that you have on there. Nice little logo, very professional looking, cool little bag. All right, so when you take out of the bag, this is how they'll come inside the bag. So they're all nicely well packed. Just wanted to kind of show you that because they are going to be a lot sensitive compared to a normal tripod, guys. Normal tripods are made of all metal, and these are all plastic, polycarbonate, you know, tubes. And so you're going to have to be a little bit more gentle with these guys. So you can see the legs are plastic, so you're going to have to be a little bit careful with these. The middle pole is metal, and of course, you know, the little stands are metal, but the actual poles are plastic, so you're gonna have to be a little bit aware of the plasticness. Okay, upper pole is metal, but just the tubes for the lights will be plastic. Okay, other than that, guys, that's all you get with the Rockville. Let's talk about the American Audio over here, the ADJ. And you get an adapter, is what I got, and it's only 3 foot long. It's 3.5 foot long. Very disappointed in that, because you're going to have to be using some kind of extension cords to be able to plug these in a little bit away from your booth or your DJ table or whatever. And it's sad that it only comes with the 3 foot cord. And I've seen some in the reviews where this power supply is kind of a little cheap and it's broke apart, that type of thing. So just something to think about. But even if it came with some kind of extension would be nice as well, because this is just not enough. When you come and look at the pole, these look pretty, the bottom parts look pretty much identical, except for the way that they hook up. Like I said, this is as long as you get here. That's it. That's all you get, and then you got to hook it up to that 3 foot cable, that 3 foot AC plug. So you're not getting too much distance. You're going to have to use some kind of extension cord, in my opinion, which is kind of a bummer on these. Now it does have the ADJ logo right there on the sticker right there, and the mechanisms that clamp on the poles are a little bit different. It does come with your pin to lock the poles, but see, these are a little bit different. You can see right there, see it has this little piece right here. That piece pushes into the pole, which clamps it. This one was missing the top one, and that's why I probably got a deal on it. But I was able to put like a dice in there, and that dice will clamp down on the pole and do the same thing. I was also thinking a Lego would probably do the same thing as well. So if you have something like that, you can definitely put that in, and it's going to work as a little homemade item there. But see, if I tighten this down, boom, that's tight. So it's pretty cool little idea if you were to lose one of those. They're absolutely hard to find. You can't just find that piece. So unless you had like a 3D printer or something, it would be really hard to replace that. But I was able to just do it with the dice, and it works just fine. So pretty cool there. You can see that I can loosen that, and right there. So very, very cool. And I usually put a little tension on there so the dice doesn't come out. But very, very cool there. Just unfortunate that the cords are so short on the American Audio one. So very disappointing, and also more expensive, guys, like I said. So if we were going, you know, a piece, definitely you get more with the Rockville than the ADJ. So let's talk about the lights, guys. They do have a lot of modes. Now, on the specs are a little bit different. On the American DJ, like I said, they're $69 a piece, so you have to buy two, and they're going to be about 70 bucks. That's $140. With the Rockville, you get 2 automatically. They come in a bag, and you're going to get sound active, and you're going to get very, very long 20-foot cables that are USB. Very, very cool there. And that's going to be $114. So it's kind of a no-brainer, guys. They're the same thing. Really, when you're talking about quality, they're the same thing. This has a clamp style. I don't know if I showed you guys, but just basically a clamp style where you tighten it, and then the whole clamp is going to clamp down on the pole, which I kind of like a little bit better. But you can see that right there, clamp style. So long cords and sound active bag, so you get a lot of cool stuff with that. $114 instead of $140, you know, plus tax. You know, you're spending an extra $30 or so. So kind of makes a big difference. So we're gonna go ahead and plug these in, and I'm gonna bring them to you guys, that way you can get an idea of what the lights look like, because there is kind of a difference, and the sound active also is very, very cool. I have both units here. You can see I got them all plugged in, they're lit up, and they look pretty good, guys. So let's talk about them, guys. This is the American Audio, and this is the Rockville behind me here, so you can kind of tell the difference. But for the most part, very, very similar in the colors, but they do have different features. I just wanted to show you on the box for the Rockville. You can see that it lights up. It says Rockville, and it says min and max on the sensitivity for the music, which is very, very, very cool there. So I do like that the box looks kind of cool. So I just wanted to put up that it does light up. If I can bring this a little closer, yeah, you can see that it lights up Rockville, and you can't see that unless it lights up, so that's kind of cool. Other than that, like I said, the dial and the sensitivity is, you know, finicky at best, but it does work. The more you have it, of course, the more you're gonna get that sound, and the less you have it, it's gonna block that out. But it's kind of a, you know, a switch more than a sensitivity dial, in my opinion. But it's there, and I like that it has that sensitivity to work with the music. Now let's talk about something I didn't talk about earlier, but yes, both of these units will come with a remote control. The remote controls are a little bit different. Very, very basic on the American Audio, and a little bit cooler on the Rockville. So here's the American Audio, here's the Rockville, and it will have a little guide up top to tell you what each thing is on the Rockville, which is kind of cool. But we'll go through the American Audio first, guys. So there is an on and off. You can turn it on and off with the remote, and the sensor is right up top here. Like I said, this shrinked little sensor board is where you're going to be having the sensor for your remote. But it does work pretty good. You can see as I'm going to use it right now. But it does have a few modes and colors, so you can go through the colors here. You have, you know, red and green and blue, pretty solid, like a pinkish color, and a yellow. You can go through a couple modes, but I'm just gonna hit the demo, and it's gonna kind of go through different flashing, and it'll go through different colors as well, but nothing crazy on the modes at all. The one thing that I do like is you can like slow down the speed, so you can make it like flash, so almost into like a strobe effect, so that's cool. You can't do that on the Rockvilles, but the Rockville does some other stuff, so we'll get that soon. But you can adjust the brightness, and in my opinion this does get brighter than the Rockville, and we'll show you here. I'm going to brighten this up a little bit, and we'll go to the white because you can kind of see when it gets brighter. Yeah, you can see that that's pretty bright. We can go to the colors now, and I think it's a lot brighter. You can just see the difference. So you get a little bit more brightness, but you can see also on this American, I'm going to lower the brightness just so you can see that, but you can actually see the LEDs on this one. It's the only arm that does this, so you know, kind of a negative in my opinion because it's not spaced out like it's supposed to, but still not a huge deal. It still has the lights inside. It's still going to work for what I'm going to use it for. But yes, so you can see that in there. The only way to adjust that is to take the rubber stop off, which is glued on, so that would take some work to take off to be able to get in there and adjust that. So I don't know I don't want to break the tube either, so you'd have to be really sensitive and careful at taking that off. So maybe I'll try it, but for now it's good to go. But that's really all the features you have on this. Like I said, it does go through some, you know, it does do some flashing, changing colors, that type of thing with the demo mode, but nothing too crazy. So in my opinion, my favorite aspect of this is the brightness. It does get pretty bright. So I'm gonna go to shut that one off. You notice I use the switch to shut it off. There we go. And I'll go back to white. All right, so it's pretty low. It's not a bright. I'll brighten it up a little bit. So it's probably the equal brightness right there, but you can brighten that thing up again. So like I said. All right, guys, so let's talk about the Rockville now. Now the Rockville does have all the same colors. And you can see this remote is actually running both of these right now. Colors are a little bit different there. In the white, but this does have music. So with the click of the button on the M1 here, this does have multicolor, which is pretty cool, and it will go to the music. You see I'm tapping on the box here and it's working. So very, very cool there. It does have the impulse beat, which is like almost like a graphic equalizer. Let's see if I can turn this back off. All right, it's almost like a graphic equalizer, so the louder the music, and you can make this go all the way up to the top, which is kind of a cool effect. Very, very cool there. And then it does have a solid, you can go solid multicolor, or you can go solid single color, and you can go a fade as well, which is, yeah, M4, which is kind of what it's doing right now. It's fading, and then you have a fade down, and you can only do the streaming with the multicolor, and you can evidently why, because if you had a solid color you wouldn't be able to see streaming down. But very, very cool effect. That's one of my favorite effects on the Rockville. And then you do have a strobe effect as well on this, which is a cool effect as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut the lights off just so you can get an idea. I'll put this one on demo at its highest brightness and brighten it up there and speed it up a little bit. There we go. Put it on demo, and then I will show you, kind of go through the things here with the lights off. Here's the sound active. So kind of a cool effect. You can go through the solid colors again. Probably the biggest color difference right there is the yellows. Alright guys, let's wrap this video up with my positives and negatives on these tripods, one from Rockville, one from American Audio, guys. And let's start with American Audio, guys. For me, this just has tons of negatives in my opinion, and it is more expensive, guys, so it really just doesn't make sense to me. So let's go through all the negatives in my opinion from a DJ's perspective, from a consumer's perspective as well. The build quality, guys, I'm kind of upset that you can see the LEDs right there, guys. It's not solid like it is up top, so kind of disappointing there. The clamping system on the top, that little piece that can fall out, and if you lose it, that's a pain on the butt as well. The remote is lackluster. I mean, you get colors, you get speeds, you get a couple modes that basically flash or fade, and you can speed them up. You get a decent amount of colors, which is okay. And you know, the positive for the American Audio is the brightness. It is brighter. It's a brighter tube. It's brighter LEDs in my opinion, so it does win in brightness. But at the cost, it just doesn't make sense, guys. You're not going to get any bags with this. So by far, you can already tell that my winner is going to be the Rockville. It has more, guys. So a lot of negatives. for the American Audio. It does work. It is solid. It does work, all that type of thing, guys. But if you want a value, you're going to go with the Rockville, guys. The brightness really doesn't bother me when you got really cool effects and things like that. So that's all I got to say about it. It does work. It's rated for 60 pounds, guys. It uses a standard 35mm pole mount, and it ranges from 4 to 6 foot. You can get in height. So it's a standard, pole mount. It works. It does have the LED lights, which are cool. So if it was the only one out there, I would definitely be on board, but when you have something to compare it to, this is when we have a problem. So, all right. The remote works at good distance as well. So, it's solid, but it is more expensive, and I thought it should be a little bit better. But the only thing better about it, in my opinion, is the brightness. Let's talk about the Rockville. The Rockville has tons of modes, guys. It comes with a bag. It's going to come with the sound active. It comes with the longer cables, 20-foot cables, guys. That's awesome. Comes with the sensitivity box right here, which really only has 3 modes in mind. It has a max, the min, and then a middle setting. Anywhere else in between there, it really doesn't really affect anything, but it's still nice to have that, guys. These are rated for 100 pounds because I think the clamping system is better, because it clamps around the whole pole and not just a pin that pushes up onto the pole. So in my opinion, that is better. And this is what really sold me right here, is the modes and the multicolors of the LED lights is fantastic, guys. I mean, that looks so cool, guys. That is far cooler than just the flash and fades of the American DJ or the American Audio light. And you still have that with the Rockville. You can still do solid colors, and you can still make it flash or fade, or we can go to the fade here on the solid color, and it'll still fade in and fade out. So you still have that as well. You have strobe, but those multicolors is a big game changer for me. Also, the sound active is very cool too. Very, very, very cool too, with the equalizer effect. So by far, the Rockville is the champion today. I think it just works better, in my opinion. It also has more effects, longer cords, holds a little bit more weight. So price point at $114, and you get the bag, guys. You also get the carrying case here for that. It's a far better deal, far better value, and they work solid. The LEDs are spread out nicely. Very, very nice tripod. So if I was out there shopping for these, and which I think they're very, very cool, go for the Rockville, guys. It just makes sense any way you look at it. Unless you're a fan of American Audio and all your products are American Audio, then that's an option for you as well, guys. But other than that, if you are looking for a pair of these LED lights, the far winner by me is the Rockville, guys. You guys did a good job of making these, so kudos to Rockville. Making a solid pair of LED lights with a lot of functions and a lot of modes. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share if this was helpful. Please do a like, and also subscribe, guys, for more review videos coming up. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you later.